When it comes to the Grand Theft Auto games, most of the time they're pretty realistic, but if you take a deeper look and analyze some things, you realize that Rockstar Games has a very flawed logic when it comes to tons of things in Grand Theft Auto. Today we're going to go over 7 things in Grand Theft Auto that just don't make any sense, and it's just typical Rockstar logic. Now, you might be familiar with a series like this from Dat Saints Fan on YouTube of Rockstar Logic, but he covers lots of Grand Theft Auto 5 Rockstar logic, and today we're actually going to be taking a look back at Grand Theft Auto 4, GTA San Andreas, GTA 3, and Vice City, and just some of the very interesting logic that comes from Rockstar Games with these Grand Theft Auto games. So if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let's set a like goal. I haven't done one of those in forever in a video, like over a year. I just kind of find it stupid sometimes, but likes have been down lately on the channel, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, but if y'all could just please leave a thumbs up, and if we could get 3,000 likes on this video, that would be pretty awesome. But that said, let's check out some very interesting Rockstar logic, and let me know down below in the comments anything that you've noticed out of the ordinary from Rockstar Games. Number 7, the MileHigh Club in Grand Theft Auto 5. So this is a pretty obvious one, but it's pretty funny when you actually think about it. If you don't know what the MileHigh Club is, that's that building in downtown Los Santos that's been under construction since 2013 when Grand Theft Auto 5 released. Now, I'm not sure when the construction started on this building, but we do know through GTA Online that time progresses in online just like it does in real life. So when GTA Online came out, we were in the year 2013. In 2019, it is 2019 in GTA Online. We've seen tons of changes. We've obviously gotten tons of new cars, things like that, but one thing that has remained unchanged is the MileHigh Club. This building has not had any construction progression whatsoever. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, it's a game. What do you expect? Well, I know this isn't Red Dead Redemption 2 where buildings get constructed over time, which is a very amazing detail. But look at the casino. The casino got completely demolished and rebuilt. So, I mean, Rockstar could do something with that. This could be a new penthouse apartment building, a new office building. It could be tons of things, but instead, it's just the same old construction building that we've had since 2013. Number 6, Invincible Hedges. Now, this is something that was partially changed in Grand Theft Auto 5. You can drive through some of these, but throughout every Grand Theft Auto game, this is one detail that usually makes me laugh uncontrollably. So, we can drive through metal fences, we can drive through wooden fences, but when it comes to hedges, you're gonna have to get a new car or make a trip to the Pay and Spray because these things are deadly. They're gonna destroy your car, and sometimes if you're going fast enough, these things are even gonna throw you through the windshield. These invincible hedges. Like I said, this is one detail in Grand Theft Auto that's never really made too much sense to me, but it makes me laugh. But thankfully in Grand Theft Auto 5, depending on where you're at, Rockstar has changed this up and made these hedges a little more safe. Number 5, no motorcycles in Grand Theft Auto 5. This is a pretty interesting one, and also alongside this comes a pretty cool GTA fact. So, we know that Grand Theft Auto 3 takes place and was released in 2001, and then a few years later, a prequel was released in 2006, GTA Liberty City Stories, but this game takes place in 1998. Well, in Grand Theft Auto 3, we don't have motorcycles, but in Liberty City Stories, we do. So what's the reasoning behind that, and what's the Rockstar logic? Well, logically, Grand Theft Auto 3 didn't have motorcycles because in 2001, the game's physics engine was not yet capable of handling motorcycles, but it could handle buildings, cars, and everything else, and even a clipped airplane wing. And anyways, well, Rockstar's logic for this came with Liberty City Stories in 2005. And I believe I said 2006 earlier, and I do apologize for that. But in the in-game manual for Liberty City Stories, it's designed to look like a newspaper. And in here is a newspaper headline that says, "Motorcycles kill kids and must be banned, say, protest group. And, well, it goes on to just say some very interesting things about how motorcycles should be banned from the city, and, well, that is Rockstar's logical explanation as to why and how motorcycles do not make an appearance in Grand Theft Auto 3. Now, because number 4 involves 2 different games, it should be 2 separate listings, but they're actually the same thing, so I decided to just combine those 2, and that is not being able to swim in GTA 3 and GTA Vice City. So, we play as, in every Grand Theft Auto, a protagonist who takes over cities, takes out gangs, takes out multiple, and by multiple I mean hundreds of enemies. But we can't swim. in either Grand Theft Auto 3 or Vice City, we can't swim. And that is very, very comical, considering you can do anything you want in these games. You play as these really super badass protagonists, but you can't swim. And, well, in Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City, Rockstar has given us 2 logical explanations for that, but it's just funny Rockstar logic right there. These 2 guys who can do everything except swim. So, in GTA 3, it is actually mentioned in the in-game manual that the waters of Liberty City are polluted due to an oil spill, and because of that, swimming is banned and you're not allowed to do that. Well, in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the in-game manual tells us that the waters of GTA Vice City are heavily infested with sharks, which is somewhat true because we can see sharks swimming around the waters, except they are 100% harmless. But Rockstar logic there says that, hey, the waters are infested with sharks. It's too dangerous to swim in them. Stay out of there. So, just so hilarious there. That's my favorite Rockstar logic of all time. Number 3, no climbable ladders in GTA San Andreas. I said that right. So we know Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is a game where we can do pretty much anything. We can travel to multiple cities. We can fly airplanes. We even steal jetpacks from Area 69, or in-game parody of Area 51. You can get haircuts, which we're going to talk about in a minute. You can work out. You can literally do anything except one thing. There's one thing in GTA San Andreas that you can't do, and it's not go to the moon or anything out of this world. You know what it is? You can't climb ladders in GTA San Andreas. That's right. There are no climbable ladders in GTA San Andreas, and I don't really know of an explanation why. I've tried to research this, and really there isn't one. I don't know if maybe this is just an error on Rockstar Games' part. I remember being at the airport in San Fierro and falling off into the water, and literally the only way to get back onto land is to swim, and it takes forever. And it just makes me wonder, like I said, is this an error on a developer's part? Was this a forgotten feature that wasn't able for some reason to be patched into the game, being that it was single player way back when? That's my bet. I don't see why Rockstar would intentionally troll us like that, but that's probably the biggest troll in Rockstar logic of all time. Number 2, Denise's car in GTA San Andreas. So Denise is pretty much our main girlfriend in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And outside of her house, she's got a very, very cool ride. She's got a Hustler, which is the name of her car, but it's always locked and not available to players until after dates, until after you reach a certain level. Well, what's very interesting about Denise is that if we go and take her on a date, well, when we come back, and we take her on a date in her car, okay? It doesn't matter where we go. Well, when we come back from our date, there's another car in her driveway that is the exact same. Her car always respawns, and that's just one of those funny little, I guess you would say, bugs there, being that this car always respawns no matter what you do. I wish it was like that in real life. I would buy a Lamborghini, and I would sell each Lamborghini as it respawns every single time outside my girlfriend's house, and I would be a very, very wealthy man. And number 1, also in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but the best Rockstar logic of all time. It doesn't matter if you have a bald head and a baby clean-shaven face. If you go into any barbershop, and this applies to GTA Online as well, but you can walk out with a big old afro and a big old beard. It doesn't matter what you do or how you look. You go in there and you can come out looking like a completely different man. And I'm sure there's some people in real life that wish it worked that way. I wish it worked that way. I'd go to the barbershop with a clean-shaven face, and I'd come out with a really, like, grizzly lumberjack type beard, because that's just the coolest thing in the world. But what's also the coolest thing in the world is this video. Hopefully y'all found it cool enough to leave a thumbs up. If we could go for 3,000 likes, that would be awesome. That's just some very interesting Rockstar logic that we have here that I wanted to share with y'all. So hopefully you got a laugh out of it, and, well, hopefully you maybe learned something new. If so, give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I'm Zach Cox. Thank y'all for tuning in, and as always, I hope to see ya in the next video.